Alrighty guys, welcome back to another reaction and analysis video. So Nintendo titles have been something I've been kind of itching to cover on this channel, so I'm kind of excited to see this new gameplay of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We're going to check out, see what's happening in the new game. I'll talk a little bit about my Zelda experience and a few things with Breath of the Wild, and we may look at pre-orders of the exclusive OLED Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Switch, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's dive into this and see what see what Nintendo is cooking up.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
I always like how proper
First,
they are.
I have some news. Development on the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
Oh.
Thank you very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far. Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
Sounds exciting.
Okay, let's begin. Here we are in the land of Hyrule. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. All of the changes today will run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches. In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some land masses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands.
You know, I was kind of confused
something.
whether or not
How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
I was kind of confused if there was going to be any like on-ground gameplay. You know, I have kind of seen some of the trailers here and there, but you know, when they've really been marketing the game as, you know, being Tears of the Kingdom, and you're seeing again the floating islands. At first, I thought a lot of this was going to be happening, you know, in the air on the islands. I was starting to think, you know, we're going to get any on-ground gameplay, and you know, like I said, I've seen some of it here and there. We're seeing it now.
If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it?
Oh, I do.
I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it.
I heard some of that classic music. I love the music when you're like right in like the heart of like the Hyrule fields and whatnot.
Let's use one of Link's new abilities.
Ooh, let's see what this is.
Do this on the rock that just fell. Look, it started rising.
Oh, does he have like
this power is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement.
Time. Awesome.
Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky.
That is
We're a lot
super
closer
interesting.
To the Sky Islands. Let's use the paraglider to reach one of them. There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too.
Probably gonna have to be on the lookout for more of the dropping boulders like that.
There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so
there's
we
the
hope
dragon.
we'll try a few different methods. Okay.
Well, that place in the
Now we're on
distance
a
looked
slightly
like
bigger
a
Sky Island.
looked like a boss
Just like
area
on the
maybe.
surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though.
Why not?
Let's walk around for a bit.
The translators for these are always just like so interesting
There's a
to
branch
listen
on the
to.
ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue.
Yeah, you know, there were like some branches, you know, like in the original game where you could definitely like do certain things with them. I think if my memory is a little bit light on some of the abilities though, but I think that there was one I know that there was like one little weapon that you could charge it up and then swing it, and then does like a tornado type thing. With the trees, though, I think you can use these as like temporary torches as well.
This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up.
Branch to branch combat.
Ah, the branch broke. Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch and...
Rinse and repeat.
Moving on.
Yes, very
We've
similar.
now explored more of this sky island.
Very similar to
As
just
expected,
about everything we've
fighting
seen
with
from
just a branch
Breath of the
won't get us
Wild.
very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon.
A simple branch being able to penetrate a boulder like that, and you're just, you know, able to use it as a makeshift hammer. That's very Zelda-like. That would be possible to realistically happen, you know.
We're dealing with two of them at once.
Oh, I always loved like his little combat strikes.
Definitely improved.
Look how he just like effortlessly
The
just
other branch
swings
broke,
into
but this
it
weapon has
like
much
it's
better
nothing.
durability. You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability.
We got a long stick now.
You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork,
I love those little jabs.
we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
Wow, dude, that is so. I love these
With this,
animations.
we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance.
Right.
You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory.
Spacing is
For
important.
instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
Ooh, how about meat with the arrow? What would happen?
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and
Oh man.
you can freeze faraway enemies.
Yes, that is so cool.
Very useful.
Of course.
In addition, let's see. Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting,
Yes,
you
time
might
to do
feel
some
that
hunting.
aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land. So at times
Slow
like
down
these,
time.
here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters.
Wow, really?
Fuse it to an arrow and... Look, it homed in on the target.
That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting like
Let's try this on
a
another bird.
zoomed in option. That's kind of cool.
I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple.
Look at that.
Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting.
Of course, you know, with the
I fused
the
a mushroom
enemies
to
and
my
the
shield.
animals, you know,
Now,
that
you're
can
probably
have
wondering if this
unpredictable
has any
movements and
use.
whatnot.
Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this. I blocked with the shield.
Heck yeah.
Okay, there's smoke
obstructing
now.
their view, right?
The enemies lost sight of Link,
Yeah.
so
Awesome.
attack!
Stealth strike too.
Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In
We
the previous
have to
game,
appreciate
you usually get powerful
the options
weapons by
of
defeating strong
availability.
enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate.
Uh-oh. We had
Some of the Sky
a little
Islands even
question
have
mark
rivers.
there. Little insect we could
We'll
probably
wanna
discover.
cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat.
And
course.
if this game is like, I actually haven't like noticed it just yet. If this game is like Breath of the Wild, which, you know, in a lot of instances we've seen just about every similarity with what Breath of the Wild has. He has a stamina meter, and if your stamina is, you know, low and or you don't have enough, you can only swim for a very short period of time before stamina runs out, and then, you know, that's it. Lose a couple hearts and have to go back to land.
There isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log.
Wow.
Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here and attach a third log.
This is
It's a
why you
makeshift
could get
raft.
just so lost. This is
is
why you get
another
so
new
lost in this
ability
game
called
because there's
Ultra
just
Hand.
so much to
Even
do.
though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft.
Really?
You can always attach things or detach them like this. Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state,
Okay, we
so
need a
we'll need
sail.
something to propel it forward.
What do we got?
There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Oh, cool. Here,
Wind. It's blowing wind.
that's awesome. Something I wanna highlight. Actually, what would be kind of hilarious. Remember how in Breath of the Wild, Link can freeze things, and depending on how strong the enemy is, he could freeze things for like a very long period of time, and then you could have a move where you can charge up a wind up shot, and if you keep just winding up and meleeing over and over and over, the intensity of the strike on the frozen object gets greater and greater, and then by the time that by the time that time is over for the frozen moment, the item just vaults like super far, depending on how hard you've hit it. It would be really hilarious if you could freeze the boat and just like melee it a whole bunch of times, and then jump on it as soon as the time lets go. Whoosh! You're out of there.
Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it?
Like a battery? Does it actually have battery life on it? Yeah, I think it does.
We'll attach another one.
Look at that, man.
This should make the boat well balanced. Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat. Hey, it's moving. It's
But
sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans.
Can we handle the direction that we want
Since
to go?
we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time.
Right.
All right, we reached the other side.
Probably could just be for the use of just
In the
being able
most
to
recent
cross
trailer,
from one
we
end to
showed
the other.
scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own.
Wow,
There are all
that is
sorts
so
of objects
neat.
you'll come across in this game.
There, we
Depending
got a
on how
sail.
you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure. There are even more new abilities. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this. Look, I passed right through the ceiling. This new
Oh.
ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through.
Now, is it a ceiling
the
that
floor above
you can go through any ceiling, or just special
There
ceilings?
are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere.
Okay. Thanks for answering my question.
For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here, come on, keep going. Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill.
We're breaking all the laws of physics in this game.
In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain.
Yeah.
But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct.
Oh,
It seems to
look
be
at that.
holding a strange weapon.
Yeah.
Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like
get
it's
up.
got some sort of fan. Ah, I got
Uh-oh.
pushed off.
Whoa.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
let's
look at it. Just
return
go
to the
back.
surface.
Yeah, just go back to the ground. Not like
You
you
can quickly
can
descend from the
not like
sky
you
to
can
the
die. This is
surface
so
like
cool,
this.
though. This is so
It
cool.
feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land.
Yeah, so maybe
can
this will
also
be
search for
beneficial
destinations
every
that
now
pique
and
your
then, you know,
interest.
if you're going up against enemies, but
Once you've chosen
how
your
frustrating
destination,
will that be? You're trying
you
to
can
stay
speed
up
things
there,
up,
you get knocked
like
off.
this. Let's dive into this river.
Cool.
And we're back on the surface.
Oh, here comes the rain. Was that rain, or yeah, it was just maybe the
There are still so many things I'd like to show
splash
you,
from
but
the
let's
impact.
leave it at that for now. What did you think? Some of
Excellent.
Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible.
Oh.
There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Presentation was excellent. Okay, so we got May 12th. So at first I thought that I was seeing a release for the actual Zelda OLED Switch. I think it's at the end of April. April 28th to be precise. But yeah, you know, so again, you know what they were saying about things that you can just like think about on the fly, and anything that you could possibly think of could definitely be possible in this game, right down to creating these kinds of structures and weapons and vehicles in which, you know, you may not initially think that a piece of hardware that you find in the world would work for it, but it could, like as those little wind turbines that you use for the boat to propel yourself forward could also be used as a flight mechanism, you know, just by equipping them, you know, in a different position that allows it to ascend. The the ascend move, you know, being able to go through ceilings, like I said, you know, just everything when it comes to the laws of physics is just broken in this game. You know, I kind of think that maybe there could have been some frustrations, you know, with the climbing in Breath of the Wild, you know, where, okay, you know, how can we make this a little bit simpler for the players, you know, and you do something like this, whereas in that one cave area, you either had to go all the way around or you had to climb up, and you can craft, you know, certain things when it comes to either food or when it comes to potions where you can give yourself extra stamina boost. And I don't know if there will be any... I don't know if there'll be any armor pieces that you'll be able to attach that may have extra stamina, but that was about the only way that you could. Or, you know, in finding the special hearts, increasing your stamina, you know, so you can be able to climb longer, be able to swim longer. And in this case, they're like, okay, let's just, you know, half that, you know, for the players' frustrations, and we'll just let you just fly through ceilings and be able to get up structures that way. But yeah, that was super cool. You know, like I said, Zelda is just like, it's become just such a unique style of playing where you really can, again, you can really like think of a lot of things that you can do that may or may not be possible, but it is a possibility, you know, whether it can work or whether it won't. You know, the cooking in this game is probably going to be very much extensive as it was in the first one. You know, you'll be able to probably take parts from the enemies you defeat, like especially like the organic enemies, and make like special potions out of that stuff. That'll be exciting getting into that. And I will tell you guys, Breath of the Wild is the reason why I got so far behind on video games. I remember playing this around like 2017, 2018, Breath of the Wild, and I don't know what happened. Something told me, it's like I told myself, I'm not going to finish another game until I beat Breath of the Wild. And I started playing it, and I don't know what happened. I think I got kind of, not like sidetracked, but I got a little demotivated. And, you know, new games came out, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy this game, but I'm not playing it until I finish Breath of the Wild. I did this for like 2 years. And then finally, I want to say it was maybe 2019, I went back to finish Breath of the Wild, and I finally did. And, you know, I'm now starting to trying to catch up on all the games that I haven't played that did come out during those time frames. The floating vehicles to be able to get yourself up. Now, I mean, he's like super high, so there's probably going to be some different types of abilities to be able to allow yourself to get this high, because you saw when he was making the boat originally, I think that we saw a section where you could ascend a little bit, but it wasn't going very high, and then the battery level was going down a little.
So try crafting different
faster.
things and explore this world at your leisure.
Now he's going up, but look at the battery. Look how like
There are
fast
even
it's
more new
depleting.
abilities.
You know, versus coming back here and seeing how high he actually is in the sky. You can make floating devices such as these, like a hot air balloon type of device. But yeah, look how high he is here. So there's definitely got to be some kind of way to really propel yourself like this high, and still probably be able to maintain like a respectable amount of juice, if you know what I mean, before the inevitable descent. Breath of the Wild just had like so many fun moments that I can recall. I actually couldn't remember if I had some gameplay on my channel, but I actually do. There's a few clips in there. They were, you know, a little frustrating, especially dealing with the Lionel. You know, at first that thing was almost impossible to defeat, and it took a lot of resources in order to finally best it. But when I did, it felt satisfying, gratifying, and I felt accomplished, you know, picking up all the special items that it dropped for me. I would say like some of my favorite parts of this trailer were these abilities to just be able to make things. I mean, on top of, you know, a lot of the stuff we haven't seen, and or, you know, from what has been shown off in the earlier trailers. I think there's been a story trailer. There's been a couple gameplay trailers. I think I've watched them, but it's been a few months since I did, and I don't remember much, which, you know, sometimes I'm okay with that, because, you know, you kind of want to go into these games, like especially a game like Zelda, I want to go in surprised, and I want to go in feeling like, you know, this is going to be a new experience, and, you know, I'm going to be seeing places and things that I haven't seen. There's going to be so much to the game that is really going to suck these players in, like Breath of the Wild did. Yeah, this right here, being able to use the mushrooms as smoke ability, this was so cool.
Use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this.
It being able to lose the enemies in the cloud of
with
smoke.
The shield.
So you use it as a
now.
shield, and then it activates it.
Link,
That is so cool.
Attack!
Attack!
Well, this a target.
Yeah, let's see. Let's try to find one more little piece that I was okay. Yeah, so being able to fuse the weapons in with other elements is also like really neat, and depending on what's happening in the environment. So, you know, you'll be able to find like the white what is this, white choo-choo jelly. You'll be able to find the yellow choo-choo jelly, which is the electrified kind, and if you use that during a rain shower and you have like a group of enemies, you can just shoot one arrow towards that group of enemies with the yellow version of this, and it will electrify all of them. It's so cool because the elements will react to what is happening in the world, which is just awesome. It is so awesome. But yeah, like I was saying, like the animations that Link goes through when he jabs and stuff, I just find it so
We can
amusing.
create a weapon with
It's
a
so
much
cool.
longer attack range.
It's so funny.
With this, we don't
And
have to
his
get
little
too
ha
close.
ha ha's, ha
We
ya
can
ya
create
ya.
a
You
weapon.
know,
This
I love
weapon has
that.
much better durability.
And then, like I said, this
You can do
stuff,
all sorts of
just
things by
simple tree branches, being able to infuse them in these boulders and make different weapons out of it. So cool, so cool. So I think that's about it that I have for my experiences in the Breath of the Wild. You know, one other thing I will kind of touch on. Right now it is 1:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there are rumors swirling around out there that the Nintendo Switch OLED model will be announced through GameStop. I kind of say that with a, bit of caution, because we all know what happened with the Resident Evil 4 remake in store and some of the online pre-orders for the collector's edition. And the OLED model did go live on Nintendo when this gameplay premiered today, but I'm telling you, it sold out within minutes. And the GameStop pre-order for the OLED is most likely going to go live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and this is in store. That's the only thing that is just kind of iffy about this. I may just go to a GameStop and just see if they got the pre-orders. I will let you guys know about that at a later time, whether or not I pre-ordered one. I just want to see if they're actually going to be available, because like I said, Nintendo is completely sold out of these, and just about all the extra accessories too. I think there's like there's a controller version of this sold out, and even the exclusive Tears of the Kingdom carrying case is also sold out. So if you guys want to know where some retailers are most likely going to be doing the Nintendo Switch OLED pre-orders, if you didn't get your opportunity for Nintendo and you want to try GameStop, or you want to go ahead and try, I would go ahead and try to see if Amazon may have it. Walmart, Best Buy, I'm not 100% sure about these. About all I've seen is a rumor about GameStop, and I believe that is all that I have for my coverage on Tears of the Kingdom, and then just wanted to talk about some of the pre-order details and my experiences with Breath of the Wild. It was a little bit longer than what I wanted it to be, but, we'll see what happens. I'm glad that I got to share just about all of this with you guys and reacting to this new gameplay and the new features that we're going to be seeing in this game. And I gotta tell you, if I play this, I'm gonna be lost in this all over again. So we'll see what happens when that time comes. And you know what, let me know if you guys want to see more Nintendo titles on this channel. I have yet to do any, except, like I said, I have a couple gameplay videos of Breath of the Wild, but let me know, guys, because I am definitely thinking about adding some Nintendo stuff here pretty soon, and you can definitely catch more React style content within like the next week or two, because I'm planning on doing a couple other videos. I really want to do a video on the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 announcement, and go into some details about that kind of stuff. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you would like to see more of these breakdowns and analysis and my excitement for these games as they are approaching release, make sure to stay connected to the channel, because I will continue to provide the content and entertainment for you guys as we move forward in this time, space, and realm. And if you guys also enjoyed this video, you can give it a like rating. And if you would like to comment down below and let me know what you're thinking about Tears of the Kingdom. Have you been lucky with the collector's edition pre-order, or have you been able to snag yourself a pre-order of the exclusive Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch? Let me know what you guys are thinking about that. We will talk about some things, and I will catch you in the next one when that time is ready to come. Take care, and good luck out there.